And welcome back to the 700 Club. The UN Secretary General says the rising crisis between the United States and Russia reminds him of the Cold War. This after Moscow's expulsion of 60 American diplomats Thursday. The White House says Russia's move was not unanticipated and will deal with it.
The Russian Federation dubbed 60 of our staff persona non grata, and they now must depart within 7 days. They also ordered the closure of our consulate in St. Petersburg within 48 hours.
Russia's latest move is in retaliation for America expelling 60 Russian diplomats from its consulate in Seattle this week, as well as standing with European allies who are also expelling Russian government workers. So far, 27 nations are kicking out more than 150 Russian embassy and consulate staff. Punishment for Moscow's role in the poisoning of a former spy and his daughter in Britain. Moscow accuses America of, quote, encouraging and fomenting a slander campaign against our country.
They don't need to act like a victim. Russia should not be acting like a victim.
Here in the U.S., President Trump has faced criticism for being soft on Russia, but the White House stands by its latest move, saying America's actions were, quote, an appropriate response to the poisoning on British soil. And Russia's retaliation, quote, marks a further deterioration in the United States-Russia relationship. Earlier this week, the Trump administration also criticized Russia for its support of Syria on the UN Security Council. If you're looking for a movie to include in your Easter weekend plans, the third installment of God's Not Dead hits theaters today. I had the chance to visit the set during production in Little Rock, Arkansas. Just after the credits rolled on God's Not Dead 2, came this scene.
You're under arrest. For what?
Contempt of court. You failed to produce your sermons upon court order.
Please put your hands behind your back.
We last saw your character being arrested. How do we flow from there? Can you give us a hint?
That's a big question, isn't it? No, I mean, we went through a lot of different scripts and a lot of different directions, trying to figure out what this movie is supposed to be about.
I wasn't welcome in this house once I started asking tough questions.
Is that what they were? Tough questions? Oh, why did God allow bad things to happen to good people? Or how do we even know God exists?
God's Not Dead, a light in darkness, has Pastor Dave in a dark place.
Sometimes all it takes is a spark. The spark becomes a flame, and if that flame spreads, it transforms everything around it.
And it really reflects society where we're at right now. I mean, obviously there's so much tension going on in the world, on the left, on the right. You know, people aren't getting along, people hate each other. So the movie really looks at that, but it also brings it home to where we are as individuals, and also just an organic, character-driven movie.
A character-driven film that brings back some old faces to the new storyline. Shane Harper returns.
I never thought that the first one would be as successful as it was, and I never thought I would be here doing a third installment.
God called me to fight.
God calls you, you call me.
His brother is a lawyer. Are you kidding me?
Is this the final act for God's Not Dead?
I think it's the final act where we're at. Whether or not the franchise goes on in a different way, I don't know. But it certainly could be the final act for Reverend Dave, that's for sure.
God's Not Dead hits theaters in the U.S. today.